Thursday already, end of the week. So it's going to start my morning off as ever. Sort out today's check-ins and check-outs. A bit of blue sky. It's definitely a lot cooler, a lot more manageable. So I'm going to go and open up the shed doors, which I do first thing. Bin day today, so I've got one bin half full, which I'll carry over and get the other one emptied and put away. Let's see what today brings, shall we? It's definitely on the grey side, and definitely a bit, well, a lot chilly today. I'm even thinking about putting my hoodie on. Right, we will have a little mow on some patches and a little bit of grass cutting at 11:30, 12 when I'm done. And in the cafe, Paul has gone down to Cornwall, which I think I mentioned, to look after our sister site. So into the unknown he's gone. It's quite a big long drive, but he's got himself a new car, a very posh new car. And Wendy, we're on your anniversary of opening. We're one week anniversary, isn't it? Yeah, it's been a little bit steady, hasn't it?
It's been not too bad,
yeah. Early days and everything. So remember, come and get a Wendy breakfast. A Wendy breakfast. There is a Canadian chain called Wendy's, isn't it? There is a chain called Wendy's. So there you are. So make sure you come and say hello to Wendy in the cafe. And obviously, when you come in, you'll be greeted with lots of cake. And I've got the bins over here, so I've got the bins ready. So he's normally here about 11, half 11. We're on one of his last drops. No. So just got somebody who's just left our tent pitch. They've actually got a date early, so they're not rushing tomorrow. So I'm just going to have a quick look at it and weigh up whether I'm going to be doing any mowing today. I think I'm just going to do a very light trim on some bits. Yeah, no, that's not too bad. Yeah, that'll heal okay. So let's just show you what I'm on about. And if we get anybody on that pitch, we'll just get them to pitch over the other side. So, say, usual sort of late morning walk around. Now the cleaning's done, and I had a couple of 11 o'clockers, as I call them, waiting to go off and get them checked out, and just checking all the pitches are all okay, and just checking for any stones that are on any of the grass, so we don't get any problems with the mow. But I will do a very brief mow today, but not the usual big one that I normally do. So I'm going to go and do that now, I think, and then I need to get out with a trowel and bucket, because I've got some thistles need digging out at some stage. Right, so the weather's actually somewhat improved to what it was this morning. It actually went chilly earlier, but yeah, it's got sunshine and the heat's getting up a lot more. So I've given some areas a quick go over with grass cutting, and just spent an hour watering mainly. I think I may have shown you this little bird table that I've got here, and what I've done is I've got a little drinkies for the birdies. I have an old container, and we get quite a few birds on here. So I'm going to insert here in a moment a little clip that I managed to capture of a robin fledgling that I've been watching. So it's been quite interesting seeing this little baby robin fledge, and then its mother or father, whoever it is, sort of feeding it, and it's now sort of coming on here, and well, it's learned to feed itself, so I'm guessing it's enjoying the mealworms. So yeah, it's only a short clip, but here's a little robin fledgling before he gets his little red breast. So, wow, the weather changes from this morning. I was explaining to somebody a little bit earlier that quite often in the sort of later afternoon, once you get to sort of like the 4 o'clock, it quite often the clouds sort of blow by and we end up with something like this. So got the pod in use tonight, so they've just checked in for one night, and so then tomorrow when they check out I need to redress that, remake it all up, because I've got more people in for the weekend as well. So that's in use. I'm just emptying some rubbish of my own into the bins. So these two are empty. Probably we've barely ever used an overflow bin twice, and one of those 2 times was partly this morning. And so we've got our recycling and general waste here. Fairly quiet this afternoon on the site, to be honest. I'm just waiting for one more check-in, and then tomorrow we've got a very, very busy weekend coming up. People going out, and quite a lot, well, yeah, a lot coming in tomorrow. So all happy days. Right, so let's have a quick look and check any messages. That's the other one this week as well. We've got like a book swap, borrow, exchange, whatever, and we've actually had several people in the last couple of weeks have actually been bringing books in and bringing books out. So remember, the days of reading books is not over. People are still doing it. Don't knock it. So I won't put this vlog up today. Today's God, I get so confused on what days we're on. Today is Thursday, isn't it? Might put this up on Friday. As I say, it's just been a nice simple day today, if I'm honest. Busy this morning, but quietish afternoon. I am still waiting for one person as well to check in this afternoon, Thursday. So I'm going to give Rasha a very quick leg stretch. The moment I start to do that, the final check-in will come. Always away. And then I'm going to get myself a fish pie for my tea tonight. Right, I'll catch you lot tomorrow, I think. So take it easy. See you tomorrow. Right, so Friday morning and a very, very busy weekend ahead. We're going to be at full capacity once again from this afternoon. So people check out and get everything all ready and crack on with today. Right, so the Wi-Fi network has been down for a little while. The one that I put in, the WAV link, and basically that's all back on and reconnected. Keep everybody happy. And the site, I'm going to give a quick walk around shortly to make sure there's no stones and bits on anybody's pitches, rabbit droppings. And so it's going to be a very busy afternoon this afternoon. Alright, so people have left the pod, and I've got more people coming in this afternoon for a couple of nights in it. So I'm going to change over the bedding, give it a clean down. First thing I'm going to do now is just give the back. Yep, look at that. I always leave this so tidy. Let's see what it's like inside. Voila. There you go. Not as tidy as some, but the bed's pretty well been made. Right, I need to make this up, and I'm going to have a little yabba dabba dabba with the way I put the continental quilt on. Some people told me to do the flip method, which I shall do next. Right, so following a video that I did, I can't remember what it was, last week, where I personally, when I put a quilt cover on, I crawl inside the quilt cover and take the duvet in sort of with me, and it's worked. And every time I try to do the flip method, which is what I'm going to try and do here now, this never generally works. So everything's inside out. That's over there like that. And now I'm going to try and do this flip method. Flick. No, this never ever works for me. I have tried this so many times and it's just never ever worked. And pull that down a bit and no, it's having none of it. Absolutely having none of it. I'm going to do it the tailor-made way, my way, nice and easy. Actually, I'm not doing the flip method. I've done a different way here, where I'm just grabbing the hand down to the bottom. Hang on a minute, is this how you do it? So that's inside out, then I'm holding that, then I'm pulling that up. Aha, now then. See, nobody's ever told me to do that. Oh, okay, right. I've got a new way of putting a quilt cover onto a continental quilt. Isn't it so easy when you know how? Right, so that's the pod all wiped down, swept out, and nice and clean. Last night's bedding is in the washing machine, so that's sorted out. That's all made up. Everything's clean. There, I've just got two cups which I'm just washing at the moment, which I'm going to go and get, and then that's ready to go for today's arrivals. Let's go and get them cups before I forget. Oh, and put the brushing cloths away as well, ready for the 11 o'clock clean that's coming up. Right, so that's this morning's clean done, and all ready to go for this afternoon's check-ins. So I've got an hour now just to get everything tip-top. So I've got 2 pitches I need to quickly give a very quick mow, and some I need to get some water on a couple of pitches as well while everything's quiet. Not an ideal time of day to be doing watering, but hey ho, it needs to be done. So fingers crossed the yellow peril will start up. It did go a bit sluggish this yesterday, but it did start. Let's see how we go today. Didn't start again, so I'm a little bit suspicious now that this battery isn't holding its charge. It's a bit of a pain in the backside. Never mind, we can always use the bigger one. It's only two pitches done. Fortunately, I managed to get the main site all mowed yesterday. That needed doing, and I say this time of year now, while it's so dry, I'm not going daft with the mower. So right, let's see if this baby will crank up. I'm sure it will. We'll soon find out. Oh, let's see. Yay! So that was only a very quick one. As I say, I did everything that needed to be done yesterday, and I've just spotted a bit of litter, which must have blown out the bins. Let's go and find, see where I just spotted this litter. So I do walk around. Actually, I've got a tent that's got a bin bag outside, and what can happen, yeah, that's probably what's happened. If you've got a bin bag outside a tent, just be mindful that seagulls and other birdies will likely to come and peck through it, knowing that there's probably food in that bin bag. So yeah, that's all picked up. I'm just going to put my camera back inside now, because I need to get on with some other bits and bobs. So hose pipe, that's what I'm going to do next. I need to get my connector, and we'll grab that and plod on. The hose pipe backfired on me. Never mind, at least it's very warm. Right, so that's the hosing done, watering done I should say. Grass cut, a couple of bits tidied up, lift's done, and I'm coming up to 12:30. So technically speaking, nobody should be here till check-in after 1 o'clock. So I'm going to now go and attempt to make myself a sandwich, which I'd normally be doing about 1 o'clock, but because I've got so many coming in today, I'm not going to do it, because we're going to be running literally at 100% capacity this afternoon and going over the weekend. So these ones here are going to be full again. Right, come on, let's rock on. Let's get our hand putties on. So one thing that's really frustrating, and a lot of campers just don't get this. They just do not understand at all. So we have a checkout time, and in our case here, the checkout time is we want everybody to be off by 11. Okay, that's quite pretty simple, yeah. And then we have a check-in time, and that we don't ask people not to check in before 1 o'clock. And the reason why we have that is not because we're being awkward or anything, but that gives a 2-hour slot where the facilities can be cleaned, any maintenance in those facilities can be done, the actual pitches can be looked at, they can be cut, they can be watered, they can be maintained, and fingers crossed at the end of that, before 1 o'clock, if we're going to be busy, I can sit down and maybe get myself a dinner. What really throws everything out of sync is if you now get somebody rolling off at 11:30, okay, and you're waiting for that pitch to become free to be able to go and maintain it and to clean it, and then you get the early check-in people. Oh well, you know, we thought we'd hit traffic and things like that, but with technology and sat navs, I'm sorry, certainly everything that I use, I know when I'm going to be arriving. So I had somebody go off late today. It's not a major problem, fortunately, but mid-sandwich at, what, 12:20, I've had somebody roll in almost 45 minutes early, and technically speaking, their pitch may not have been ready for them. Yeah, anyway, just so I get that out of my system. But that's why we have a checkout time and a check-in time, is it literally gives 2 hours to do everything without being disturbed. Well, never a dull moment. We've now got no water on the campsite, so I've just checked our stopcock is all okay and it's open, which it all is. Make sure nobody's been and turned it off. If anybody saw the walk that I did a couple of days ago, we've got a lane very close to the campsite closed, where the Lancashire water people, Anglian water people, are doing some works. So fortunately Wendy was here, and I'm suspicious that the works that they're doing was going to be the culprit for why we've got no water. So I've reported it on the phone, and to be absolutely honest, lady on the phone, buzzing, absolutely great, big priority and all the rest of it, really courteous, well done Anglian Water. Wendy's driven down and the excavator has gone through the mains. So currently we've got no water. Anyway, fingers crossed. I've been told it'll be back on in half an hour. We'll wait and see. Alright, so you probably can't read that. But basically I have got a tracker about this, and obviously because it's we're a campsite, we have got a priority. But as I say, we've actually been down to see these people, so I know what the problem is, and I've been told it'll be on in half an hour. Let's wait. It's coming up to 2 o'clock. Let's wait till 2:30 and see how we get along. Meanwhile, all this is going on. Obviously, I've got people checking in with us and having to explain that they can't fill their aqua rolls at the moment. Right, 3:30, and water pressure is a bit low, but I'm taking it's going to take a bit of time to come through. Hey ho, we have water. Blimey Charlie, something's going right. And I've just had somebody rocking on a caravan going, there isn't any TV signal. We weren't told there isn't any TV signal. And I said, there is a TV signal. You must have a problem with your setup, mate. Right, so water on. Happy campers. Still got 4 or 5 to check in, and I have a hunch that they're not going to be here till tea time. All the bedding that changed this morning in the pod, that's all now washed and dried. The people that are occupying the pod at the moment, they're actually in for 2 nights, so that'll be that next changeover now will be on Sunday. So I'm going to put the bedding away, and I'm going to sit down and have an ice cream next, I think. So nice to have my own freezer with my ice cream stash. So we're in for this heat wave, as I say, up to Tuesday's going to peak out. And I normally go and do my weekly shop on a Monday or a Tuesday, and Paul, who's meant to be covering for me, as I say, he's now in Cornwall, so it's going to be a case of trying to get out when I can after Sunday. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see how the week goes, whether or not this is going to be a high temperature that they're predicting. Right, that's pretty well everybody in. There's 3 to go. The empty pitch here that you can see, these people had to go early, so they shouldn't be checked out till tomorrow. But they went yesterday, so that's why there's an empty pitch there. The side of the pod, we've got units on. I've got tents on the bottom end of the field, and yeah, all looking good. Right, I'm going to go and close up the shed for the afternoon and finish off this video, I think, and nip into my van, go and say hello to Russia, give her a quick leg stretch, I think. Just checking the tractor, that looks like it's on max with the battery charge. So what I'm going to do, just for a bit of safety, I'm just going to turn that off, close up for the afternoon. Yeah, lots of people sat outside. I spot 1, 2, 3 barbecues sat outside. So full on weekend, and yeah, a few scream ups today, which is to be fair pretty unusual. The main thing, we've got the water back on, so that's good. No idea whether the guy's got his TV signal sorted out or not. Fingers crossed, he might have. Right, I'm going to get going and wrap this video up here. So you've got 2 days in the life of a campsite warden. If you didn't pick up, my name's Neil Taylor, and I'm a campsite warden basically, and you're watching a bit of a video diary vlog of what it's like to actually be a warden, some of the good points and the bad points. If you're new here and you've recently found the channel and subscribed, brilliant, thanks guys, that is absolutely fantastic, so much appreciate that. If you've not already subscribed, go and click that little button down there. I think it's a picture, and you can subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you get a notification when I upload a new video, and smash the like button. That'll help me grow my channel. Guys, have an amazing weekend. Wherever you are in the world, look after yourselves. If you are in the UK or Europe, we've got this massive heat wave happening everywhere within Europe. Look after yourselves, drink loads of water, keep cool, and don't overwork. I'll see you guys on the next time.